na mene assembly member or no ewo Bui Elect Area Amos Gbortse Kokoti mene no ende enkomo assembly member ma channel pay dem pom to say
nyamya dom ye ho ye na mo so e
erade adaroma me ho ye orobo na bibia e fine de man fan so ahwe na wa anyi me so
me pacho bibia I fine just say I listen to me training here papa so I'll be mixing it with English.
That's fine no problem at all.
The only worry na who narrate or radio no so no. Bui and Bui Dam is under attack.
Okay.
A very serious attack and a complete invasion. And if care is not taken, I can assure you, sir, we cannot guarantee the next 3 months if we.
Hello, Amos. Oh, Debbie. But you're getting back on the line now. You know, any enkomo. Amos enkomo na washasi no ed, and I like. The zeal and then the kind of forcefulness what they didn't come away. But your mummy Bui video, the mupekra monfa raw video na to so. Why? Na yen huni ye na said the modia she frame no modia Ghana phone huni ye. Na I remember what so ube who say machines is so. To nibi no the omo de chassis say ya no omo de chassis o. To no mo de akogina so. Sa na ye call offin so no omo aye no offin river no sa na no omo aye no se offin river no kra de entini biem kra dun ko offin de no apa dentra wo mo ase ni nyina nti offin so na nkasa de se entini biem aye stagnated. I mean abaye tade eta ho no mo aye nko ba bia because aye tick they say no sa na remember untimi fanya hwe. Now this is Bui no. Now on this river ana yesi aye dam no. Okay, em also timinka
me pacha chief me tunka
facha me line no na drop here enti to asoma me meet you.
Yeah, the challenge I want to say the whole thing started about more than a year ago. And almost deploy some military attachment from Sunyani to Dogochina. Dogochina no the upstream of the Bui Dam. So that is the boundary between Ghana and Ivory Coast.
Okay.
And it's also a community back one. They have resettled them at my place. So all those communities, Dogochina, Bui, Akanya, and the Bui National Park, they are communities under me. They are all resettled communities. But situation I want to say, as soon as the dam was built, the last 2 years or last 1 year, it has been so much. People have invaded the Bui National Park as well, because the upstream is also serving at the Bui National Park.
Okay.
So it's also a reserve, a forest reserve. So it's not just the river. There's a reserve there before the upstream for the dam again. So the upstream serves as a Bui National Park, and then also the upstream of the dam. Over pictures now, it's not easy. And I will say any operations that have to carry on there should not be left. In fact, they shouldn't even deal with the soldiers around. I am saying this because the soldiers at Sunyani, they are compromised. As an assembly member of the
Amos, you better cut that side, no, but to Boase, let's get to understand the picture very well. Now, the upstream belt of the river, Nankasano, a national park, right?
It's a Bui National Park. That's the Bui National Park. The third biggest national park in Ghana here has been destroyed. It's been destroyed.
And no, one more penetrate, one more rough forest in him, right? In fact, inside, they are there. As I'm talking to you, they are there. Thousands. I see. And then from there, no, they are now eating into the river body itself. I mean, thereby coming closer to dam. No, said ye kasa no pay. You be show other videos now with the abaning and so now for near her phone so eho. Now, what is the major concern? What's the military now a day?
The military no, they have been there over 2 years now. I am saying that they have been compromised. Because fishermen now the whole of Bui, that area is where we have the market and a landing beach. So the only landing beach in the Bunu region is at Bui. The only landing beach at the whole of Bunu region, the whole Bunu region, I was Bui. And what obi penama premise I want echo. Who honoma soldiers ne wo honom omo fishermen ne ko fishing that will ask him honoma omo hu omo direct say soldiers ne be chi sa chamfan boys yi na say ya is alleged say san chamfans na we no soldiers na omo attach omo wo dogochina honom no e be chi about 50 of them is alleged, and that 50 of them no each of them went there and paid 5,000 to take each of them from the soldiers again. So how can you trust the soldiers and the commander at Sunyani? I don't trust him. Again, another problem I have has to do with game and wildlife. Not those who are managing the place there. The Bui National Park executives there, there are few officers there. The national office here, last year, they deployed to that place and they saw what was happening. What they could have done was to collaborate with the national security from Accra. But they are now disturbing the manager, a manager and with a small team there cannot deal with thousands of people from Ivory Coast, the northern side, that's the Savannah side. They've all moved to the Bunu side. In fact, communities are being taken. People are being killed. I just got a report last week. I was at the community. That Dogochina, the old Dogochina has been invaded, where we national said we cannot, the people cannot stay, and they have resettled at where I am. That community has been taken over by a group from the Savannah region. And some of the people who refuse, they will not be relocated. And when you pass there and you have money like 20,000, they will kill you and take the money. But that traditional council is doing as much as they can, but they are not getting the support from the military from the Bunu region. That is the situation. So I am accusing the military that they are compromised, those of them from Sunyani. In fact, the former regional minister of Bunu region, Banahini, that woman is aware that they have given a concession to party members at in the forest that they should reclaim land. And they are aware that they were not reclaiming land. This was actually what opened the gate for everybody. The place is invaded, the river is invaded, the reserve is invaded. Thousands of people are there. That is the situation, and that's the reality. And if care is not taken, we will go down.
Interesting. And so, I mean, in your capacity as an assembly member, I know, I mean, you cannot do much though, but in a more little way, what have you been able to do about this particular challenge? And why is it that they've invaded the forest though, but why are they now coming to the river? Is it where a lot of minerals are located? Or what do they say is the justification why they want to go closer to the river body and the dam itself?
Well, if you look at the geological service, if you look at their map, the areas that shows where there's a lot of gold reserve.
Yes. Very unfortunate. You will bring back Amos na Yasanso and Natuaso. Enti Amos Kokoti the assembly member Bui Electoral Area ana yeneno edi and common. Yabasa de naba line so na yeneno area. We'll show you some of the videos shortly about Galamsey na Nkasa, the reality issues happen the Bui enclave the Bono region na afi watime enti the wishes is here no no the original state of the river body esunye pa na this is where I mean yes see the Bui Dam no so no produce over 400 megawatt of power edema on my no now at the upside of the river body no national park reserve more near dear woman they call for tourism purposes near the now the assembly member is telling us forest democracy and Aaron Pong one more rema one more di Ghana Tourism Authority no one more to her day forestry commission one more day idea ya reserve okay for I mean tourism purposes, and Crawford Remua. In fact, one more area Galamsey, what that forest, emo. We no to Chenya. The worrying situation is that they are getting closer to the dam, kakra, because now the forest in the movie say a gold belt. And gold belt na. I mean, Osha map and so I wouldn't baby a gold, FNina. And no, one more minus, Ayuswa. Ayana, one more day, one more day, Amos Utimenka.
Mepacha, sorry, line breaking.
Yes, Facha, yeah. And to Asuma Mitio. Also,
Yes.
the geological map, no, what does it indicate?
Geological map, no check it side on man. Yeah, it's a mountainous area. A dam, or mobile dam, you know, as a large portion of the land. And to share in Sri Lanka, it was a black water. Black water is just a small river. Like the way you go to Suakope, you see the river. But because of the dam, it has expanded now. Like the way when you go to Afram Plains, you see the river very big. So it means that all the areas they are doing this because that is where the minerals are. Mostly the minerals are in the river. And that place is a bit soft. And the work there is not too tedious. Like the way they will go and excavate the outside there. And because of the Bui National Park, they will not be able to do that. So they decided that we will use the software by bringing these thousands of boats.
Machines, yes.
Machines. And these machines, they were operating on the black water. That was a downstream at Bambwe. Recently, if you are aware, on Nabo Jinapo's time, they went there and chased them out from Bambwe on the Bambwe Bridge. Just immediate after I share boundary with Bambwe at the southern side. Then the northern side, I share boundary with Ivory Coast. And in the eastern side, I share boundary with Savannah region. And then in the western side, I share boundary with Ivory Coast. So this is how the Bui area is. So when you look at the situation, the river one is the softest one. And you can see the color of the water.
Everything is changing now.
Yes. So there's no fish. As I'm talking to you, the fishermen have all left. Most of them have left there to AG. Because if you go, look at the water. A big river like that, which fish will survive in such a situation? So they are not just destroying the water or trying to actually collapse the dam and also destroy the reserve, but they are actually killing lives because people are unable to survive again. That's the reality at Bui.
So what it means is that the Chamfai machines are on the water, right? And they are mining within the riverbed of the water.
They are mining in the riverbed. They are mining there, riverbed. That is why I have continued to accuse the military. And that we have Air Force, a detachment there. We have Navy, a detachment there. We have Air Force. The armed forces are stationed at Dogochina, the boundary between Ghana and Ivory Coast. What is their job? What is the job of the Navy? If you call the Navy this morning, I'm sure they will tell you they don't have boats. The executive from the Forestry Commission who came there, were they expecting the small officers at Bui, the Bui National Park officials, to carry a small boat and go and chase people with guns? And the chiefs are compromised as well.
The chiefs in the Bui area are compromised.
The chiefs in that area are compromised. Some of the chiefs are compromised.
I see. But have you made an attempt to speak to them? I mean, the kings and the people that matters in your community?
In fact, when you come to that side, we have a challenge. As soon as the dam came, ownership of land has become one of the serious issues that they are litigating on. So for the past 14 years, Bui is unable to pay compensation to the owners of the land. So we have the Bui chief, we have the chief of Bongase, we have the chief of Kabruno. These chiefs are not working directly with the traditional council, and they are all in court with the traditional council. So automatically, each of these people have taken advantage of them. And anybody can go to any of these chiefs and go there. But I can say on authority that the chiefs around Bui are not. But other people have moved from Savannah and they have not taken charge. That's what is happening. Some individuals have moved from Savannah, left the other areas that we have left for the resettlement. And they have now installed their new chiefs there. So if you go to there, we have 52 communities on the upstream, 52 fishing communities on the upstream. That was okay for them to fish. But these individuals from the Savannah side have gone to invade these communities and now install themselves as chiefs. And what they do there is to allow mining with the support of the military from the Bunu region.
No, that is an allegation you cannot substantiate. I mean, if you make the claim with the support of the military, you cannot substantiate that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. If you call the commander, the 2B at Sunyani, find out from him if he's aware there is Galamsey activities at that place. You will find out from him again if his officers go to that place. As a military commander of a region, is national security not feeding them? I am aware that the immediate BNI director who was just transferred to Accra has wrote several reports on the happenings there. Kessben. I work with him direct. What is the behavior of the Bunu Security Council?
Okay.
I'm happy. We have just gotten a new minister. My MP is the local government minister, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim.
Okay.
He was completely incapacitated because he just got to power. There is nothing he could do because the people there, this need a national concern, not only one MP actually fighting this.
Very well.
So these are the situations. We have been talking about it. If you go there, cattle herdsmen have taken over the reserve as well. So it's not only the Galamsey. Herdsmen have taken over. Individuals are taking cows from them. Everything has become Basa at Bui. Chief, that is the reality of Bui, and I will urge all of you to go to Bui. In fact, you can't even go to the yard if you are not having security, a top security, of course.
I see. Amos, I must say a very big thank you. We'll get back to you, and then we'll have another conversation, okay?
I am most grateful. Thank you.
You was welcome. And Amos Kokoti and Menino had the Encomono 57 after 8.